Hello, everyone. Welcome to this latest episode of That's Fair Podcasting. I'm your host, Matt.
It's your boy, Bingus.
It's me, Myles, and that really sounded forced, Matt.
It did, because I fucked up the last one. But guys, current events, because we can never get serious. How's that sound?
Oh, let's fucking get into it, buddy. Let's get into it.
Well, there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, man. Like, start off with that 39-year-old actress. What was her name?
I don't know her name.
I'm on it.
Yeah,
Bingham's
Mark's
gonna
got
look
it.
up. I never watched the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I didn't watch, I think Gossip Girl, was it?
Mm.
I mean, anyway, yeah, when you tell her name.
Yeah, she was in Gossip Girl. I think she was the daughter in 17 again as well.
Because there's, and we'll cover Gene Hackman. A fucking legend. Hackman was a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, Gene Hackman. By the way, he was a goddamn legend. Yeah, you're on it right now. What was her name?
Her name is Michelle Trachtenberg.
Okay.
Something like that.
Well, rest in peace to her. What she died because she had like a liver transplant, didn't she?
Something like that.
Was it a result from it though?
I'm not sure, man. I didn't look into it too deeply, to be honest with you. I just found it very strange that there was like a bunch of celebrity deaths like all on the same day.
Well, the Gene Hackman one and his wife, what was her name?
Well, I guess not all on the same day, but just
Gene Hackman and his wife and one of their 3 dogs were found dead. Now, the one dog that was found dead was kenneled. So, I mean,
makes sense.
so it could have happened.
It could have died from. You said that they hadn't been found for a while.
Right. Well, like 10 days to maybe up to 2 weeks. Like the wife, what was her name? If you don't mind, she was Asian. She was 63 years old. Gene Hackman was 95.
Yeah. Damn.
And she was found in, I think, the doorway of the bathroom, and she was already mummified. And you have to understand, this is in New Mexico, where, you know, you're coming out of a winter where it's a dry.
Yeah.
So even though they're coming out of their winter months, it's really dry there. So I would think decomposition might speed up to some degree. I mean, what was Betsy
Arcala.
Okay. And she was found with pills on the counter. They haven't released what kind of pills were on the counter yet.
Cyanide.
I don't know.
Jesus.
But they said the way he was found in a different room, the mud room is what they called it. The mud room. I don't know.
So the mud room is, I guess, where it's kind of like your entrance before you enter the house.
Oh.
Where you
Like
kick off your
you dump
boots
your
and shit.
boots and your jackets.
Well, Gene Hackman was found in the mud room. He was in decomposition as well, but I don't think as much as she was.
Like your mud room is mixed with your laundry room.
Oh, okay.
it's like your mother.
I don't know why it would be called mud. Sounds so. Never mind. But no, like I don't know. It's fucked up, man. Because Gene Hackman, like, have you guys seen with Will Smith, like Enemy of the State? Like it's him against the government, and you didn't see that. Anyway, Gene Hackman was in that. Gene Hackman was the man in Hoosiers, great film. And like Lex Luthor, he played the OG Lex Luthor in the 70s and 80s version of Superman with Christopher Reeve.
I do know him from that. That's about it, if I'm being 100% honest.
You want to see a good movie? It's like an early 2000s movie with him and John Cusack called Runaway Jury. And it's good. It's about these people fighting. I mean, I don't agree with the stance of the movie. They're trying to sue this gun company because of this mass shooting, like it's the gun's fault. And Gene Hackman is the lawyer for the gun company, you know. So yeah, pretty good movie. Like Gene Hackman was a beast, man. He was like close to people like Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
They were all in a Clint Eastwood movie called The Unforgiven.
Oh, I know them.
Yeah, Gene Hackman's the main bad guy in that.
Damn, okay. I guess I'm just not like good with names.
No, it's okay.
Much or some shit.
he was way old. I mean, he's older than me, guys. I know it's hard to believe.
Barely.
No,
I know.
I hardly knew this. So.
Like, bro, he
Right.
like,
And there was a considerable age gap between him and his wife by like 32 years or some shit, 95 to 63, whatever. But it's just weird. Okay, let's talk about the circumstances of his death. Now, you got someone that's 95 years old, she's 63, at least minimum of 10 days being dead.
wow.
Who doesn't check on their family, man? You know?
Well, they're like, they're people with money too, you know. So like, people care about them.
Yeah, but Hackman wasn't
Where was the nanny at? You know.
I don't know if there wasn't any. There were people that did the grounds, like the yard and stuff. But no, I mean, yeah. But so, and the door was partially open. The front door was partially open. One of their German shepherds was running around in the yard, and the other one was found near her body. Betsy was her name, you said?
Mhm.
So, but those two...
I mean,
No, I mean, well, but the two dogs were found extremely healthy, the other two. But the one kenneled obviously died because it could have happened in the night, and they had to kennel one of their dogs for the night.
Fucking the German Shepherd is really a fucking skinwalker, and he got love with the fucking dog.
Well, the first thing Gene Hackman's daughters and their family, they said gas leak. Got to be contributed to a gas leak. But from what I understand, the electric company and the gas company went out there and found no traces of a leak.
And if for 10 days there was
Minimum
enough gas to be leaking out that much,
Yeah,
okay,
that would've
the
been
gas
that
company
would've
would have
been a
been
bigger
out
problem,
there. The gas company would have already been
hey
out
man,
there.
where's our gas guy?
And why was the front door open partially? I mean, you got to understand, nothing was out of place. Nothing was stolen.
Was it a boy then?
Moira.
It said that in New Mexico, that house hadn't had
You know what's
hardly
gonna
any
happen?
money.
You know what's gonna happen? Is somebody was just born, right?
Okay.
As soon as Gene and his wife died. Okay. Born. Okay. It's gonna be.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Why are we quoting Bourne? It's like pretty standard practice of birthing.
Hey, not in
Literally
Hollywood.
all the time.
Not in Hollywood. Not in Hollywood.
Miles, where are
Right.
you going with this?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna slap out some random bullshit spewing conspiracy theory just to piss people off.
No, go ahead, because that is your job. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. Is he not the conspiracy theorist of the group?
Oh no. Dude, like I literally like half the time when we're talking about this shit, like just from what I was dealing with on Facebook earlier, it's funny how many people take me so serious. Because most of these conspiracies that I come up with that I'm like sit here and rebuttal with you guys, by the end of the episode I'm like, oh yeah, just so you guys know, I don't believe it.
We know.
So I'm like,
If
they
you guys,
know, but
if you guys don't believe him, you know, like I'm
I
someone
make-
that has to deal with this kid a lot,
yeah.
and I don't even fight with him anymore.
Dude, I may cut that out, what you just said, admitting that you don't necessarily believe them, because I want them to continue to believe
Yeah, I
that
know.
you believe, you know?
But it's like where I think this is going is somebody fucking cloned that fucker and they had to like off him so that way they could transfer all of his fucking funds. And
Well, let me tell you about-
be the next greatest actor of this next generation.
Yeah, let's go
somehow,
steal a
somewhere.
95-year-old's.
Will you do me a quick favor? Can you see if Gene Hackman was indeed a Marine at one time? I think he did.
Obviously, I have my opinions and I'm stout in them, but like I'd imagine he would have to have been in some type of service for his age. You
Hmm.
know,
He achieved the rank of private first class
the Epstein.
As a Marine?
as a Marine.
Nice.
So
But he did. I mean, his movies were epic, man. I loved Gene Hackman, and my wife Mandy, she'll tell you this. This is no bullshit. Like 2 weeks ago, I was just talking about Gene Hackman, going, "Man, I need to get some Gene Hackman movies. That guy's still around, and I fucking love him." And literally,
Killed him.
you said that, and he dropped dead that day, dude.
Literally.
He was
That's
like,
that's
you're like, I
bad.
literally said that 10 days ago at like 10:43
and we find out his time of death is 10:43.
a.m. specifically.
No, I could also pull this Facebook post up, but like my nephew Josh, his ex-girlfriend Molly, we call
Yeah.
her Molly Mo. It was in 2013. She was passing this thing along. Your favorite in each of these categories, and I put Paul Walker. And 4 days later, he was killed in a car accident.
All right, stop.
Don't
saying
say I'm your
names.
favorite.
I know.
anything.
Stop. saying
That's what
names.
Mandy always says, because I said I think I love Channing Tatum. He might be one of my favorites. And Mandy goes, "Shut up, you hate him." I go, "Yeah, I can't stand him,
Channing.
even though I don't. I love
You're
Channing
gonna
Tatum."
pocket that shit.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
You're
let
gonna
me
bring
ask.
that
Let me ask. You said you loved Channing Tatum right before we found out he was going to be able to be the Gambit. That's why his fucking Gambit role was such shit.
You didn't like his Gambit?
in. Wow.
No, I loved his Gambit.
Okay, I was gonna
Being
say
an ass.
he fucking nailed it.
No, he did a perfect job as Gambit. No, I
Yeah.
was just being an asshole.
But no, I always say that too. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love Pedro Pascal, and then I start thinking, I mean, and just so you know, on my solo videos, I'm very blunt now, so it's obviously out there what direction I go. You know what I mean?
Make your own videos?
He does. Solos, right in that corner. I've seen them.
Yeah. But no, Pedro Pascal kind of leans to the left, so I don't really give a shit what happens to him. I said it, so there's that.
I don't give a shit either way.
But
I mean, the way I see it is, we have a pretty good new Hollywood getting started out in Texas. If it goes well, we got Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey, and those guys. I don't know if you saw their ad.
Jesus, you're literally talking about a redneck convention going on right now.
I know. I know.
We got Woody Harrelson and
haven't
Matthew
seen Myles.
McConaughey.
When's the last time we did the podcast? 2 weeks ago?
3.
That was too long.
What?
You've spent too much time.
Doing what?
You got those rednecks. That'll be all right.
Well, like, no, you got this. This has been fucking weeks before. This happened before
Right.
we even did our last recording.
Yeah, we did that on the 7th of February was our last recording night, by the way. We have to open up with episodes like this. This one will go out this Sunday. I'm going to put this one out since it's current events. But guys, seriously, just to let you know though, bro, while you're looking up and we'll jump back to it. But the Gene Hackman thing is very, very mysterious. I mean, there's no evidence of foul play. Gene Hackman once made the comment, one of his biggest fears is dying and leaving his wife behind.
Oh, he did not do that.
What?
We don't know yet. Like, did she see that he had maybe taken a tumble, fallen, and died, and then took pills because she didn't want to live without him? I mean,
That's kind
there's
of what I was
going
thinking.
to be.
What about the dog?
It's fucked up because when you hear a dog dies, you're really pissed.
Yeah, no, that's...
But Gene Hackman was a legend.
So this is where this is going, all right? So Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton, Renee Zellweger
Yeah.
are hoping to make Texas the new Hollywood. The stars teamed for a new ad called True to Texas to encourage the Lone Star State's legislature to create a new incentive for film and TV productions in the state.
You know who I'm surprised isn't backing that too is Sandra Bullock because she's from Texas.
Excellent.
I don't like Sandra Bullock all that much.
She's starting to look like Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Like, look at her now.
Like, okay, like...
Like, if I tell her that, she's going to want to be starting something.
What stage?
Just put Sandra Bullock 2025 and look at her image.
I don't have to.
Sandra Bullock, don't get me wrong, right? She has some great fucking movies, not gonna lie.
The
Right?
proposal.
That's
like-
funny. Congratulations. I'm 100 years old.
Okay, first of all, Miss Congeniality, movie's funny, okay?
Do you pee sitting down?
Sometimes. But, no, I was gonna say, probably one of her funniest fucking movies was Heat. I don't know if you ever saw that.
But you pull up an image of her now.
I don't...
I'll put it on the YouTube video too. Dude, she looks fucking weird.
Okay, Time to Kill was a
I
good
love Sandra
movie.
Bullock.
That's a great movie. That's with Matthew McConaughey.
She was in Bullet Train? I don't remember her being in Bullet Train.
I don't know. Most of her movies are chick flicks, are hard to watch.
Yeah, so like that's
Like
why,
if you
that's why
watch
I'm
28 Days, it feels like you watched that for 28 days.
Yeah, that's why I'm like okay, she was in was she not? No, was she in Speed?
Yeah, she was the main
Yeah.
chick in the first Speed. Yeah,
So Speed was good.
and that movie took
You
too
know.
long.
The Blind Side was good.
You have a gun to your head. What do you do?
Bird Box was fucking terrible.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Bird Box
I
was
still
fucking
don't
stupid.
get it. I still don't. Oh, just because you're blind? You good?
it was interesting. It was
I'm
an
glad
interesting
right
take. It wasn't a chick flick, so I kind of enjoyed it.
What did you guys think of Ocean's 8?
I thought it was
Oh, that
goddamn horrid. It was terrible. Watching Rihanna try to act, I couldn't watch it all. We were on a cruise ship, and Mandy started watching that, and I remember falling asleep like 15 minutes into it.
Shit.
It was fucking terrible. But you don't want to look at it. You don't want to pull up an image. I'm going to do it on the YouTube.
I already have one pulled up.
By the way, guys, those who are watching, please feel free to subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting, like the video, and if not, thank you just for watching this.
Yeah.
Word. Alright, so there's Sandra Bullock for you.
No, I mean, it's
There-
just so
dude,
weird.
You got beef in the wrong place.
Dude, the Kardashians are like 3 surgeries away from being Balenciaga fucking mannequins, bro.
That is pretty good.
Like,
I'm not even arguing that one, man. I'm like, all I can do is just nod my head. Yep.
like, fucking-
Yeah.
damn.
No, he's right though.
But like, no, I'm just being honest.
But this is
Like,
still part of current events. But guys, to close out the Gene Hackman thing, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
Is
sorry.
some people?
All of it.
No. This is just this is
No,
this is
it's
our
all right,
first
man.
episode's
It's all
always to get this shit out. But like some people are like, man, he offed himself because he's on the Epstein list. I highly doubt he's on the Epstein list. I don't. Now there's going to be some names when that finally releases because our shitty ass FBI is pussyfooting around. But when that is finally released, we're going to be shocked and heartbroken when we see some of these names. Don't get me wrong. But I would be willing to bet you here, I'm saying it right here, sure as shit on this podcast, you won't see Gene Hackman's name on there. Dude was Old Testament. When I say Old Testament, he's Old Testament.
Okay, so like, people are always like, there's a photo of DJT and Epstein. I'm like, oh, really? Crazy. If you look into literally all of their records, DJT cut him off in 2003, purchased land that he was trying to buy out of spite because he didn't fucking like the dude so much, banned him from fucking Mar-a-Lago, okay? Literally has him fucking banned from Mar-a-Lago, and you really think he's gonna be on that fucking list? Get fucking banned.
If he was on the list, why is he enforcing to see it so much?
I
Yeah,
don't.
exactly.
I don't know what's
And-
going on.
You know the Jeffrey Epstein list, right?
No.
Jeffrey Epstein is the guy
child
that,
pedophile, fucking.
and I'm quoting on YouTube, he hung himself in prison.
Yeah, I know all the jokes. I just never. I don't.
But he had
I don't
this
pay attention
island.
to the news. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on.
Go ahead.
Hey, bro, okay, like if you had
This
to
is
tear,
fucked up.
if you had to tear this down as a fucking corporate business, right? You have
Okay.
fucking Oprah, then you have Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then you have P. Diddy, and then you have Epstein, and then you have Ellen DeGeneres, and then you have all those other fucking people.
I don't know what this is for.
This is for child pedophiles.
Oh, okay,
alright? These
okay.
are fucking pedophiles.
Okay.
This is pedophilery.
So this is the
alright?
list you're talking
This
about.
is the fucking list.
Okay.
alright?
Okay.
This is the fucking list that is coming out that is so fucking
Oh, the Epstein,
bad.
like the island, like Epstein's
Yes.
island.
Yes,
exactly.
This is the evidence
Was
that is so bad that
Steve,
literally-
was it Stephen Hawking on that island or something?
Yeah, bro. He was like stick
Oh,
drags.
no.
No, he got there because his stick lag.
Yeah, I didn't really know what was going on.
But no, okay, so
His Wi-Fi disconnected.
oh my god, he's like stick drag. But no,
Don't make
fuck,
fun of
you
me.
guys kept fucking saying shit.
But you're
And
talking
then-
about
yeah.
you're going and you're talking about the list going on down, and you ended off with like obviously Epstein. There were people above Epstein.
Yeah, but like I was trying to say some shit, but Mark got all confused on what we were talking about. And that threw
So
me off
you were
track.
saying that something about Donald being on this list.
Well, and then
I wasn't-
the Lago residents,
Mar-a-Lago,
and then
but he pulled him off the list. But like that's not where I was going. I was trying to fucking say something about what.
it was something current. What's current that's happened with that? Because that's what.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, so this is where I was going with that. You have to realize that whatever the fuck is going on with this entire situation is so fucking bad, right? Like with Diddy's situation too.
I mean, yeah, that's a bad thing, Myles. That's a.
But like, no. To the extent that the fucking lawyer that was supposed to defend, I want to say he defended Saddam Hussein, was the same lawyer for P. Diddy, right?
Saddam Hussein's lawyer was P. Diddy's lawyer.
Is P. Diddy's lawyer?
Oh, that was gonna fail.
Somewhere along those lines. Okay,
Who set that? Who set that up?
I don't know. So you gotta look it up. But this dude has basically his whole career is built off of defending criminals. Okay, one of them being the most notorious. No, maybe it was Osama bin Laden. It was Osama bin Laden's fucking lawyer, dude. And he was like, under no circumstances can I continue to be P. Diddy's lawyer,
Jesus.
bro.
So then he must have got handed a shit ton of evidence,
Yeah,
and he's
there's-
like,
There's probably some.
that's right there with a confession.
And you telling me?
Because I don't have a job here. I
Okay.
can't. He can't do
Dude.
anything. Like.
Okay, did you guys? I literally have a video right where P. Diddy comes out on Ellen's show
Mhm.
with a T-shirt. Right? And it says something on the T-shirt, and Ellen's confused as fuck about what it says. And he leans
Ellen's
over.
confused.
He leans over and goes, "Yo, and if that don't work, I'll give them the tapes too." And then he goes, "Just remember, Diddy's always around." And he's flexing the T-shirt, and Ellen looks fucking stressed, bro. Looks fucking stressed, Dude.
Didn't Ellen take off? She's already
Yeah,
one that's taken off. She's gone.
Already out of the country. Dyed her hair.
They know that list is coming out.
So
I see.
for our viewers that don't know
I
this,
see.
our viewers that don't know this, and our listeners that don't know
There's
this,
gonna be a shit ton of people on that list.
It's gonna be sad.
before
That's
DJT got into
disgusting.
office, Ellen DeGeneres was building a fucking house in the Redlands.
Excuse me. Real news.
Okay, she was building a house in the Redlands, which for our viewers and listeners,
That's right outside
That
of Grand
it
Junction.
is literally
like here.
yes,
Yeah.
in the Redlands. Okay, in the Redlands, she was purchasing. She had bought land and she had already started production on the land.
Wow.
You can still go up there. The fucking shit got sold and it's houses now.
Hmm.
It was going to be one single private property, and she fucking sold it and moved out of fucking country.
Yeah, she gone. She gone. And then Tom Hanks. Is it true that he took off?
Tom Hanks was gone for a
I thought
while.
he took off when
bro.
COVID happened too, or something.
He took off. Yeah, he's taking off.
Isn't that when all
But
this
he
started?
came back though because he was making fun of MAGA supporters on Saturday Night Live or something. Did you
Yeah,
see that?
He
Like
did.
making fun of them all being Southern and racist and all this shit. He really hurt
I'm
himself.
like, could you guys imagine if they got online and did this shit to? Could you imagine if Saturday Night Live literally did this shit to Democrats? That show would be fucking canceled in a heartbeat.
It's the same right now. Their ratings are so shitty, it might as well be canceled. It's like watching a Star Wars episode now. No one gives a shit anymore.
I didn't know there were fucking Star Wars episodes out.
Oh no! I mean, then that's going to also be part of current events, by the way, because Kathleen Kennedy of Star Wars is resigning. She's the
Yeah.
one that brought all the DEI and
All the
shit
fucking
into.
ruined fucking Star Wars for the past fucking
Yep.
15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Can't wait for that bitch to be gone.
Resign, she is. But
Wait,
yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to assume anything. I'm
yes,
still just
you-
gonna go with bitch though.
Oh, Myles, you're such a bastard. Yeah. Anyway, but the Epstein list, man, we're gonna see. There's gonna be a lot of names on that list that are gonna shock the shit out of you.
Well, okay, the first phase was released to fucking Fox News last night.
I know, but like they delayed Pussyfoot around, and then the Attorney General basically gave them an ultimatum. Now you have 24 hours, and I think that if they don't, from what I understand, there's going to be charges pressed if they don't release this list because they're not fucking
They
around
released
anymore.
phase one.
Is it an actual list?
They have like they have 4 binders. of
You know whose
information.
name I'll be shocked to see on there because this guy has done a complete turnaround is Jim Carrey. Have you heard him in one of his last interviews? He's at this Hollywood function, right? And the woman goes up to him and goes, are you having a good time, Jim? He goes, no, not really. He goes, well, what are you doing here? He goes, I'm just wasting my time. He goes, these functions are just a waste of time. He hates Hollywood now.
Dude, he
Wow.
can't stand it. But here's my thing that we have to understand, right? We are going to be upset on both fucking sides, whether you're left or right.
Yeah.
Names that are on this fucking list, you are going to be upset. Shit is going to be thrown in our face. They're going to be like, oh, that's your fucking boy. And we're going to be like, oh, that's your fucking boy, right?
Yeah.
But here's the fucking thing. Some people get invited to fucking parties they've never been to before. They show up out there and now they're on the fucking flight log list.
What's sad
If
is,
they don't have a repeated list, if they're not, I want to know. I don't care. You can show me as many names as you want on that list. I want to know who returned.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
want to
know-
see
I
the
wanna see
repeated
where the
repeated
return
names.
fucking
Yep.
people. I want to see the return names. Because let's say we're like, oh, dude, fucking Iron Man's on the list. RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., you're really fucking out there fucking kids, right? Then we find out he went one time. Cool, right? Went one time, stop.
Yeah, I don't think one time
Hey,
should be an offense.
Bleep that,
Go
by
ahead.
the way. Bleep
There's-
that. Bleep the shit out of
There's
that.
no
for me,
way
please.
you could think like that.
What?
If you had any idea what was going on this island, or in general, there's no way you would be going in the first place.
I don't think first time.
That's what
I
I'm
don't think
saying,
first
it's like
time
first time
people
people aren't gonna
probably even
fucking
know. I don't think first time people
you
know.
Really, you really think that every celebrity in Hollywood is just like down to fucking be
It's
pedos?
Yeah, it's like that's an awful chance to take to naturally assume everyone's just going to be okay with it. I mean, I think that certain
That
people
would
that
have to go to say that if you were to see the list for the very first time,
Yeah.
that everybody on that list would be perfectly okay. That's what you're saying.
no, what he's saying is
Because
You gotta look
that's
at-
only one time, right? So if there's one person out of like let's say a 50-person list, which obviously is probably way bigger.
Yeah, it's
Right.
fucking massive.
So if there's one person that's only on that list one time, you're giving them a pass for that.
I'm
Well,
not giving them a pass. I'm just saying we kind of want to know, like, hey,
Yeah,
Okay,
you
Mark,
only went
I
one
agree that-
time. What happened the one time that you
Yeah.
went?
let's say you know this famous rapper, right? And all of a sudden he's like, Bingham, come
Okay.
kick it with me, man.
How
I'm
are
a-
you gonna feel if
I
you
got-
see Mac Miller's name on the list, brother?
Oh, that's gonna be awful.
Well, here's the deal, though. But let's say this guy, and he goes, "Hey, Mark, come kick it with us, man. I got your airplane ticket." And then all of a sudden, they know you. Yeah. They know how you are. They're like, yo, no. That party's not for you. You just stay out here.
I see.
We're gonna party in there. You're out here. You stay out, and they enforce it. They enforce you.
I get it. But
then you never go back because you're never asked to go back.
True.
You're not guilty by association because you were invited to a party. There was a deeper party within the party.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's like going
again. This is still from not really knowing.
You asked. You asked.
Think about it this way, right? Like going to a Diddy party is like going to a bar that has a speakeasy for a cigar lounge. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Okay, so like, fucking, if you see Mac Miller's name on this list, right?
And it could happen because this has been a while, man.
Yeah.
And it's only on there one time, and they're like, by the way, these are the repeat people.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that have multiple flight logs here, and Mac Miller is only on there one time. Are you going to assume that Mac Miller was out there hitting up on kids? Or are you going to assume that Mac Miller just went out there and was like, hey, this is fucking weird, I'm out?
Yeah, but I don't even think they were exposed to it on any level.
They
because
probably won't even be exposed on the first.
Because they probably would have reported it back in the day. Some of the good people like, oh, you are doing this shit. But now it does make sense. So Mac Miller's dead now.
Yeah. Okay, so Mac Miller died. Paul Walker's Reach Out Worldwide Foundation found some shit going on in fucking like Africa or something. He was coming back. He was apparently going to expose it. He died. Okay. Chester Bennington, he supposedly had something going on in the music industry that was supposed to expose a bunch of shit.
What about Triple X?
What about Nipsey, dude?
Oh, XXXTentacion. He had beef with Drake.
What about Nipsey? Weird. Wasn't Nipsey doing some kind of like?
Nipsey had a movement too.
Yeah.
Nipsey had an exposed movement, or he was
I'm not
exposing
sure what it
people.
was.
I ate Taco Bell. I will definitely have a movement in a while.
About to have a movement in part one. That's what it is.
Matt Soul, he pisses in fucking Morse code. Okay, so
that is true. And actually, I don't even have to get up. I'll just piss in my diaper.
Yeah. See, he pisses sitting down too.
It's just natural at my age to shit your pants.
I knew you like Sandra Bullock movies. You fucking liar.
Which one?
All of them. While you're sitting down in your diaper, watching fucking Sandra Bullock movies with popcorn and fucking candy. Come on.
No, I liked her in Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone. That was a badass film. But anyway, all right, guys, we'll wrap this one up. This is our current events. We're going to roll into our next one, guys. Thank you for joining. Please feel free to like, subscribe. And I'm outro.
Bye. Bye-bye.